right. That's cool.
Yeah, you don't want to talk about things.
That's off on that. That's off. All right, we're live, everybody. So don't say anything incriminating.
I'm glad he said that. I'm glad he said that for real.
Please don't
Because
incriminate
niggas was
yourselves,
definitely
everybody.
about to start talking about where they had hit the body like they was talking to Siri.
All right, I'm sharing the link in all the chats now. Make sure you share it in your respective friend groups and everything on Facebook. All right. Bow, bow, bow. Send it to everybody. Boom, boom.
Look, are you the master of ceremonies this evening?
Oh yes.
Or how long can we talk about each track? Being
Oh well, just a just a skosh. We don't got to spend too much time on it. Just brush over it, see how everybody feels about it. Then we can move on.
I'm glad you told me because I have a thesis on why each one of those things, each track, is the way it is.
Oh, well, that's cool too. That's cool too. All right, everybody, about to start recording. You're going to hear an annoying way, lady, but it's not Black History Month yet. Let's go. All right, everybody, welcome to a new episode of Smokin Fire. I am your host, LK the God, the deity, the mobile. When you see me, throw your fire sign up. And I'm here with some very good friends of mine. But first, I want everybody to go subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'll also want everybody to go follow Fire Squad on all the respective social media. That's Fire Squad NTWK at Twitter, Fire Squad fan page on Facebook, Fire.Squad on Instagram, and you can join our community on Reddit. You could join us on Discord and a whole bunch of other places. But also leave a comment and leave a review on Apple Podcasts and leave a 5-star rating. That helps our algorithm out. All right. Like I said, we have a packed house tonight. Let's start with some familiar faces. We're going to start with C Jizzle, aka Puffco Poppy, live from Liberty Sizzle. What are we puffing on today?
What up, man? Still finishing off the crumpets from the other night. I've never heard of the strain. Apparently, it's pretty rare, especially to find in rosin, tri-sif rosin. But shout out to Blue River Terps. They reposted my haul the other night as well. So shout out to them for that. If you guys want to sponsor me, I'll be a brand ambassador. You guys have some great products. And
shout out to Blue River Terps.
Yo, also, shout out to whoever got this man laid with the rose right now. Not a strand is out of place. Jesus.
Shout out to my mom because my mom did my hair.
Yo, shout out to your mom.
Shout out to mom. Also, we have Big Bubs in the building.
What's good, John?
Also, we have Sith Lord, Meme Lord, Funko Pop Poppy in the building. And he has some guests with him. Who you got with you?
I got the troublesome too, the men, the myths, the legends. I got Wade and Frank.
Yo. Also, we have Will the Thrill. I told you everybody gets a nickname and gets their Will tonight. Yes. And your name is Will.
Hey, Kill, that's funny as shit. That's funny. Hey, what's good with y'all?
We have Wheezy F. Welcome to the Fire Squad, the new acquisition. What's good?
What's up, fellas?
Yeah. And we have assembled to talk some shit. Now, as you all know, shout out to Dre in the chat, our unlicensed co-host in the chat. Well, you all know, Donda and Certified Lover Boy has dropped. and they're both good to great albums. CJ, stop making that face. I see you making a face already. Which way we gonna start? Let's start with the one that came out first. Let's start with Donda. Initial thoughts, please.
Who started?
Anybody, just start. Let's start with you, bub. Go ahead.
Okay. I wanted to hear what CJ had to do first, but I will start.
I mean, I got you. I mean, you want me to start? I was just trying to.
I want to get an amicable review first before CJ melts it.
When they gonna melt it? Like I said, I don't hate the album, but go ahead.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, all right.
All right. Well, like I said, it's similar to the I did a quick review for it earlier, and I gave it a 6.5, but only because of the volume of songs on it. Like the songs that are good on it that I like, I love. I think it's some great creative stuff on Donda, but I think it being as long as it is, I have to judge it for what you gave me and not for just what I like. So it's like for I might have think 10 to 12 of them are like bangers, but it's 27 songs on this album, and I have to judge it as a whole, as an album, and not just tracks. So if I have to judge it as a whole, I got to judge it by its volume. And to me, like I said, it felt like a church service that you are trying to leave, but that Joan just wouldn't end. Like when we start getting to part twos of songs, that 3 or 4 of them, where it's like, didn't I already hear this song? Like now it's part 2. And that's the whole back end of your album. That was a little frustrating in the pacing of his album. I think it's starting with even though I get the creativity of opening the album with the chant, with the heartbeats of his mom, but that doesn't make it not weird. And that doesn't make me want to listen to it more than one time to appreciate it. Oh, that's cool. But that Jones getting skipped every time after this. Let's keep it real. I'm not listening to a Donda chant for 2 minutes before I rock my album. It's not happening. So I think for all the creative greatness that is in the album, it's sprinkled in around a bunch of what we've seen recently from Kanye, which is just a lot of unevenness, a lot of experimentation, a lot of the, kind of, if you want to say it's the greatest rap gospel album of all time, then yeah, but if I'm judging it as just a hip hop album, I have to say it's a little all over the place, it's a little uneven. But the sprinkles of genius that are in there, they are great. Like I said, there's still some great stuff in there. And I still think, like I said, if this album was cut down by 15 tracks or so, then it could be pretty great. But I think it crumbled under the weight of its own hype and its ambitions and the volume of it.
All right, before we continue, let's get these people in the chat. We got some good brothers in the chat. Dre in the chat says, shout out to my bros Wade and Frank. Donda has more replay value for me. Stoopy McNoopy says, when my man Future said her best work is on her knees, that wouldn't be on the gospel album. That would be on Certified Lover Boy. Dre says 27 songs to 21 songs. Part 2 should have been deluxe album cuts. I agree. Could have left the Pop Smoke track off.
Yeah, I heard a few people, and I didn't talk to a lot of people about this, but I wasn't the only one apparently, but that Pop Smoke track was terrible. That joint was awful. Or maybe it's the way it's mixed in, or maybe it's because it's rush production because he's trying to mix it in the basement of a locker room in a stadium or something. But it's there's still, for all the delays that this album went through, it still had an unfinished feel to it. Oh, this was rushed out. You guys are scrambling at the last second. And apparently Universal just launched this show. So I don't know what all that was about. But yeah, that's my gist of it. It's just uneven. I said, I don't hate it. I wanted to love it. I desperately wanted to love it. But I have to be honest that I got bored in many times in this album through stretches. And then it started slow. There are lots of, it felt like a CW season of a show that you love. Back in season 2 of Flash. Even season 2, season 1 of Arrow, when it was great. Still a lot of stuff in there. It's this doesn't need to be 22 episodes. There's villain of the week filler stuff. And that's what I felt in Donda, where it's just what I liked, I loved. I wish it was just 12 episodes instead of 27.
All right, Wayne, what do you think about the album?
Man, I didn't really listen to it, man. I'm more of an R&B guy, to be honest with you, man. I just want to hear what y'all got to say on,
Hey Wayne, quick question: how you feel about Division?
Huh?
Division.
How you feel about Division?
The Division?
Yeah.
Well, the group.
I can't even hear y'all, man. I'm trying to. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Y'all get together on this joint.
It's all right. Hey, Bubba, what do you think about that?
I'm trying to get this. Let's see. Hey, fellas, quick question though. How do you get the joint where you see everybody, man? I only can see the on this joint.
Go on view. You got it on speaker mode. Go to it's at the top right, and you're going to change it from speaker to gallery or immersive. I wouldn't recommend immersive because that's kind of buggy.
Okay, cool.
You got it?
Okay, speaking is not supported on this device. You see, I guess my laptop, man. Maybe I got an old laptop, fellas. It's all good. We're gonna work it out.
Zoom's weird though. Can you hear us though?
Yeah, I can definitely hear you. Yeah. We good. Let's get it.
Okay.
I was asking you, how do you feel about Division from the OVO camp?
David, man, I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. I'm not educated on that topic to even say anything, man.
It's cool. It's cool. I just felt like a fellow R&B soul was here. Moving on.
Cool.
All right, Bubba, what do you feel about the album? Did you listen to it?
Yeah, thoroughly. I'm a diehard Kanye fan. Like ever since college dropout. I'm a part of that camp where a lot of people are still expecting good ass job, especially Rebel Child Soldier. I'm still expecting that. I know it's never coming. And I think Kanye's last good album, realistically, like legitimately good album, was definitely like Pablo. That was the thing that was the closest to anything resembling Kanye. We kind of just separated away to Heartbreak. So that's kind of like my relationship with him. Because I'm a producer and a rapper myself, and there's not enough of us in the game. People who can have that top-down control. Like that's what makes Kanye so genius. He has that top-down control of everything that he's doing. So I'm a lot like CJ. Like I desperately wanted to like this album with the hype surrounding it, with Kanye after a divorce from Kim, those creative juices, all that pain was about to be coming here, with all of the criticism that he's been getting in the media, with all the expectations that he's been having, with all the fallings and success. I'm expecting him to talk about all of that. What I got essentially was Kanye's version of whatever the hell Drake did. It was so commercial. For me, it was just it. And pardon me, I'm sorry, Kanye. It was disgusting. There were good songs on there. For me, my top song is Jail. I think he started off on the right foot, just going right into jail. And I even like the second part with the baby on there. But really, there were so many songs where I don't feel like he was commercial. Because, of course, Kanye isn't going to be commercial. But the inclusion of so many people on these albums, I mean, you're talking about historically, Kanye has had mostly just people from his camp or people that he fucked with very hard on his album. Like, that was a very honorable thing. To see the baby, Lil Durk, Pop Smoke, all of this just feels like a checklist to entertain the current populace of music listeners right now. It didn't feel like Kanye. It felt like Kanye just brought that and said, let me get all the. It felt like Kanye had to do what the record label said, which was get everybody that they knew at the time that was hot. I wouldn't be surprised if Megan Thee Stallion showed up on this album. It just didn't really feel like Kanye. I wouldn't have been surprised if Cardi B showed up. I wouldn't have been surprised if Ty Dolla Sign. Well, I think Ty Dolla Sign was in there. I can't completely remember, but it didn't really feel like Kanye, and that was my biggest issue. Now, it definitely had some genius moments. Like one of my favorite songs now still is Jail. Something about that rhythmic, constant, the effects that he put on it. It definitely had the Kanye feel. But for me, I guess I have generally, in so many words, I have a bias because I am a fan who's still looking for good ass job, still looking for Rebel Child Soldier, who's waiting on Watch the Throne 2 to hear. If anything, that probably was Kanye's last great work. to hear more of that. So since I didn't get that, I will admit my bias is that I didn't get that, and I'm salty about it.
All right. Oh, everybody in the chat. Okay. Dre in the chat says, wow, Bub just mentioned Child Rebel Soldier. I caught that too. Chris Robinson said, I stopped listening to both. West Side Gun's President. Dre said, he said Drake was hyper commercial too. Very, very safe. Jail felt like a stadium song. KB.
Yo.
What did you feel of Donda?
It was mid, bro. Like on some real stuff. Like CJ said on Facebook earlier, like, you know, the church that never ends. That's exactly the feel from it, man. Like, I will say though, my favorite track on there, and I will bump that religiously, is Hurricane. I don't care what nobody says.
My bad. I didn't even want to clap. My bad. I didn't even want to clap. My bad.
It's good, bro. It's good. I love dog. Everything behind that is just great to me. Like I love the fact that he picked the weekend to do that, and Lil Baby and Johnny was his whole fucking verse was tough. Like the beat came behind them. That shit was tough. Like I really appreciated Hurricane. Like that joint was vicious, but like everybody's saying, man, it's 27 tracks. Like you kind of get I got tired like after what was the joint? Fucking.
Well, we can go through the list. Man. We can go through the list.
I think I finished after like Jesus Lord. Actually, no, I did hear the rest of it today, and I didn't like it. I listened to it on the train. It wasn't it. The rest of the album. That's all I got. All right.
So let's determine what we give this album as a collective. What we're going to do is go through track by track, say whether you liked it or not. And then we're just going to move on and see how many tracks we actually would have on this album. Because it seems like Ye didn't know how to edit it. So let's do it ourselves. All right. The chat says, Dre says, Jail felt like the stadium song. Sniper in the chat says, y'all some haters. Dre in the chat says, yeah, I know that song too. Nick says, y'all blind and can't see sound. Christopher Robinson says the Donda chant though. I like the part where she said Donda. All right. He got me.
What do you say? What do you say?
He said, I like the Donda chant though. That Donda chant though. I like the part where she said Donda. He got me. He got me. All right. KB, you got the list?
Yeah, I got the album.
All right, let's go.
All right,
Track
first,
one.
Donda chant.
Go on, toss it. Launch it.
Yeah,
you're only supposed to listen to it once in your life anyway. Let's go. Next song.
2, Jail.
Keeper.
Easily.
Keeper. Banger.
Best song of the year.
Moving on.
About all that, but it's a good song.
Number 3, God Breathed. Like that said, breathed.
Mid.
I can take that out.
I don't even remember half these songs, dog. Like half of them are God breathes or Jesus saves or Lord help us or something. Like,
I know God breathed on this. I know God breathed on this. I know God breathed on this.
I know God breathed on this.
Yeah,
I'd say it's a keeper, but yeah, it's a little mid though. It's kind of on the fence for me.
on it, you know.
All
right, what's next?
I'm gonna tell you
4,
fellas.
Go ahead.
Off the grid.
Yeah, 4, Off the Grid.
Yeah, that song was mid.
Bow!
I kind of liked it.
I'm gonna keep it. I keep it.
Ooh.
Damn. 5.
Ooh, that hurt.
Track 5. Let's keep. God.
Track 5 was amazing.
Hurricane, amazing. I'm keeping that.
Best song on the album to me.
Same.
Hey, look, I'm going to jail tonight.
6. Praise God.
I don't remember.
Praise.
I'm keeping
That's
that.
good vibes.
Yeah,
it's good.
That was pretty good.
Keep
Good
it
vibes.
okay. 7 was Jonah.
Not a fan.
Yep.
Nah, I'm cool.
Nah,
on that
cut that.
Yep. Cut. 8. Okay.
It's okay.
It was okay.
Okay.
Yeah, like it was.
He
I
was trying to
mean,
make a joke. I was not trying to make a joke.
It's not really keep material, so yeah, I'm gonna trash that too. 9, Junior.
Junior was pretty high.
Junior went to another yo, my whoop. Huh?
It was
I
kind
bump
of
it.
gibberish, but it was catchy. I liked it.
I don't know.
It was a little
I'm
ignorant.
prejudiced to these part 2 songs, and I would cut them all just because they had the audacity to be 2 parts.
Ooh, look at that, CJ cutting already.
For the audacity.
10,
Damn.
Believe What I Say. I'm keeping Believe What I Say, bro.
I like
Lauren
that.
Sample.
That's gonna be in the mall.
Lauren Sample was dope. Keep.
That's gonna be going off in the malls. I just don't know it yet. Keep it.
Yep. 11 is gonna be 24.
Banger. Keep it.
All right.
I think about that song every goddamn morning. Shit made me cry. Keep her.
I like
I'm
it.
cutting that, but yeah, man, you can have it.
That's cool. That's cool.
12, you got Remote Control.
Good.
Banger.
Yeah, pretty good. Like
CJ. Oh, okay. All right.
My man was worried.
He's scared of shit.
You wanna check the chat? Where we at?
Okay, the chat says Stupid Man Newbie says cheat. I think he's talking about a Donda chant. Dre says jail fire. God breathed on this decent. Off the grid fire. Hurricane fire. Praise God decent. Stupid McNoopy says the only person he was missing was Kirk Franklin. Yeah. Jonah decent. Dre in the chat said Jonah decent. Okay, cool. Junior Watanabe on my wrist fire. Believe What I Say, fire. Vince's Kanye vibes. 24 decent. Stupid McNoopy says y'all 11 songs in and haven't discussed half the damn.
haven't even hit half.
And Dre says remote control fire. Fuego.
Continuing. Number 13. Boom. Woo.
Moon.
Cut that
I'm very
shit.
immediate.
I'm gonna drop. That's coming off.
I could leave that off. Yeah, no,
Launch
I keep
that
it.
shit to the moon.
I keep it. I like it. I like it.
Oof. 14. Heaven and Hell.
Quality.
I don't
Quality
remember that.
track.
I could live without it, but it's all right.
15 is gonna be Donda.
Nope. Cut.
Woo.
Nah.
Okay. 16, Keep My Spirit Alive.
Cut.
Ugh.
I was
17. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, that was it.
Yeah, and everybody don't have to agree with me because I'm about to get real cut happy in this section of the album.
Hey, look, CJ. I feel like CJ just choosing all my choices because I.
Well,
totally
Dre in the chat agrees with me and says Moon was dope. Heaven and Hell fire. Donda pass.
17 is Jesus Lord. Jesus Lord. Lord Jesus.
It's the titles. Like I can't differentiate which song these are because they're all the same title.
I'm gonna just be real. So I ain't gonna say cut or keep no more. Everything after Heaven and Hell can pretty much get cut.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
I
I'm literally going through this list. So I'm like, cut.
Yeah. Come to Life and No Child Left Behind. Close to being okay.
Let me ask y'all a question about Come to Life. Who was that at the end of the song?
I got no idea.
Don't attack, no idea.
Like he's ruining the song. I was like, what is happening?
I thought that was Baby Keem, and I actually appreciated Baby Keem being on this album. But I thought that was Baby Keem back again. But I don't think it was because I tried to look up the author list, and it didn't seem like he's on that song.
He pulled a Birdman and ruined that song.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I
that song
enjoyed
can
the
go too.
movies.
Yeah.
Oh, Keep My Spirit Alive was dope. Dre in the chat says, what were you about to say, KB?
I was gonna say I was kind of done with the list. If anyone else wanted to keep going with that, because
Yeah, I think this album. I mean, after Remote Control, like I'm turning into Edward Scissorhands on this album, and I'm slicing and dicing like Wolverine.
And can I say an honorable mention? I'm very disappointed in the interludes, and
all of them can go.
Yeah, like I'm also disappointed in Donda because this is also the man who made Broke Five Broke. We Ain't Got It, the best skit on an album ever.
Dre in the chat says Jesus Lord was cool too. J-Lec killed it. Yes, J-Lec killed it. With his Hotep bars. Yes, J-Lec did kill it. And the 11-minute song, which one was that? That was Jesus Lord killed.
Yeah, Jesus Lord has two. Isn't that have two parts? And like they're both long as hell. Like,
yeah, they're both 11 minutes.
Yeah, one's like 8 minutes and the other one's like 11 minutes or something like that.
I was like literally 20 minutes listening to that song, and I was like, "Holy shit, this song!" I was listening to J-Lec a long time ago. J-Lec's verse came on 5 minutes ago. Like that's crazy, and we're still talking about it. Stupid McNoopy in the chat says, "Question: what genre of music would y'all say this is?" I would say it's gospel rap.
Yeah, it's experimental gospel rap pop. Like all three of those genres thrown into
alternative.
Alternative, yeah.
It's alternatively garbage. I lied. It's not. I wouldn't say garbage. It's mid.
Yeah,
I'm about to say
gospel has to.
I want to say this, just in general, and anyone in the chat, y'all can feel free to blame me. Like I said, I have a bias. I expect so much more from Kanye that anything mid that comes from him is garbage to me. So it's like, yo, I already have the standard which you set yourself. If you're not meeting that, it's just automatic garbage.
Yeah, and like I hesitate to say that it's bad despite the score that I gave it, because like I said, I'm basing it off of all those tracks, and you see how many that I would have cut off the album. So like if you cut off that trim, the ones that I would keep, I think are amazing. I think he did a great job on like a third of this album, and the rest of it, I don't know what the hell is happening, and it's really boring.
Hey, before we put the nail in the coffin on this album, where would y'all rank Donda in Kanye West's album?
Like second to last or third to last. Like I think Ye is the worst, or whatever he came out with before this.
Jesus is Lord. That was the worst.
Yeah, Jesus is Lord. Whatever that one was, yeah, that John was.
Oh yeah, that was
that's
fun.
at the bottom.
Donda.
Maybe
don't forget about Ye, the 5
Yeah,
albums.
and Ye, that's what I'm saying. Ye too.
Was trash
like,
too.
I didn't like Ye. Like all those posts, like you said earlier, after Pablo, it's very questionable. And like you could throw any of those at the top or bottom, however you want to score this list of his worst stuff. Everything after Pablo, just throw that in a package. And you could throw Donda in there too. Like honestly, all of that is hovering in there, and then you can start ranking from Pablo to his good stuff.
All right. Dre in the chat says New Again is the past. Ben Coleman, aka Goku Jordan, says don't disrespect Christian hip hop like that. Dre says Tell the Vision is a pass. Stoopy McNoopy says this is the second to last worst album. And Ben says this ranks equivalent to Shaq on the Cavs. Jesus.
Oof.
Wow.
Oof.
Eesh, okay.
Woo! High praise. All right, next album. Rip it up. Where's it? Get some paper, rip it up, and throw it out like it's the album. Donda. Sorry, Donda. Rest in peace, Donda. All right. And Stupid McNoopy says the Kids See Ghost joint was awful. I'd never listened to it.
Kids See Ghost is pretty good.
I never listened to it. KB, you got the next list. Oh, let's talk about
I do. But yeah, you're
CLB.
right.
What do y'all feel about CLB, Certified Lover Boy?
Can I start?
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
General overview is going to be very short. I'm angry that I like it better than Donda.
Don't be
Like
angry.
that's it. I'm just very infuriated at that.
Well, yeah, I'm kind of in the same camp because I'm a diehard Kanye person, and like it pains me to say this as one of Drake's most long-standing and most diabolical haters that he won. It's a better album than Donda, like it is like for a hip hop album if that's what you're looking for. Not by a lot, I don't think. I think it actually suffers from some of the same problems of being kind of unfocused, too many, leaning on your features too much, and being too long. Like this film is 5 tracks shorter or something like that. So or 6. It's like it's not. It's also a very long album, but I think it's just more solid. It's more cohesive. It's better put together. I think it has a clearer vision of what Drake is trying to do. And Drake, as I said before in my post earlier, he's like the MCU of rappers. Like Drake knows he's super hot. He knows what his fans want. He knows what's going to sell, and he kind of just sticks to that. And I think people are getting a little frustrated because it's kind of safe. People are used to Drake's sound. They're used to how Drake is going to come approach something. So that's why I said it's a positive and a negative that CLB is just another Drake album. And depending on how you feel about Drake, that's how that statement is going to play to you. Like if you love Drake stuff, then you're going to love this because it doesn't take any risk. It's a Drake album with all the hot features and all the stuff you'd expect, but also like it doesn't take any risk and it's just another Drake album. So if you're tired of Drake, this is more of the same. You're gonna get he didn't switch it up or this for all the hype. I think he won the marketing war just dropping after Kanye and procuring the list of features and just the whole marketing war. He won that. I think the album's a little bit more cohesive and focused. He won that, but I think it's also kind of lackluster. Like I was disappointed by this too. I was expecting a little bit more from both of these guys, and I'm way more of a Kanye fan than a Drake fan. But I gotta call it how I see it. And if we're gonna call this how it is, Drake won on the scorecards. He got it.
Like piggybacking off what CJ said, it is kind of the same. Like I posted on Facebook earlier, like Drake has been giving us the same album in the past 4 albums. And that's not necessarily a bad thing because he does have his style of album where he's going to have an intro where it's probably going to be about 4 minutes, 4:30. He's going to rap through the whole thing. And then the next track is probably going to be a girl record. And then he's going to have, he's going to have all the features and he's going to have all the samples, like probably a Whitney Houston sample, probably Mahalia Jackson. Probably he's going to do the sample thing. He has Noah. He still has 40. He still has 40. So they could do this. And they have been doing this for a long time. So I'm like, did he play himself into a corner or is this the Drake fucking layup package? Is this the Drake dunk package? Like, LeBron is going to cock back every time he's on a fast break. You just know it's coming. Like, do you not want to see him do the cock back dunk anymore? Or do you, I'm here in person. I like it. I want to see it. I want to see it every goddamn time. Like, I don't know. He did win. To me, he did win. You about to say something, Buds?
No, I was about to ask if KB has something to say.
Yeah, go ahead. Let me check the track. Check the chat.
My bad. My phone was on mute.
I was
muted. My bad.
Dre in the chat says, I would say this is one of the, he's going back to the Donda. I would say this is one of his worst overall albums, but still better than most people's best work. Kids See Ghosts was fire. I don't like Certified Lover Boy. I only like 5 tracks out of 21. Jesus. Most of it sounds outdated and too poppy. Drake just be Draking. Then Goku Jordan says, this was just a pissing contest. And, Wayne. Wayne says, this Wayne, my laptop was messing up, so I'm rock with y'all in the chat. My man, Dre Carter. What's up, bro? What's good, Dre Carter? And, they said what's up to each other. Now, what do you feel about the album, KB? What?
Go ahead, CJ. What happened?
What were you about to say,
no, I was just gonna address that comment in the chat and follow up and it did feel like a pissing contest, like full stop, like with the amount of features and how long both of these albums were. I think I definitely got that energy of just like this is like more one-upsmanship of like, can I get the hottest rappers on my album, or can you get the hottest rappers on your album, and can I put out the most epic, longest album? And like both of them failed. Like that's all I'm saying. I think that was a good comment. And that was a good observation.
Mm-hmm.
It's so ironic that they had so much. I think Drake and Kanye have actually had some of the healthiest rivalry chemistry in hip hop, just because like nobody's dying, there's no fights, but it's literally like a genuine dislike for each other, but there's also still respect for each other's work. So I really always appreciated that rivalry. For them to both simultaneously let me down like this, I'm over here just like, yo, who wished on this star? Like, how did this happen? This is like this is proof that capitalism does not work, because normally you get the idea that like, you know, rivalry and competitiveness will bring the best project, but literally both of their projects were even more commercial than ever before. And really what kills me is I feel like Drake won in the long run, and literally the long run, because he got Kanye to do what Drake does. That's essentially what happened here. Like Kanye normally does not have a pissing contest because he's the biggest pick in the room. He's got the most Grammys, he's got the most honors, he's got it all. So how can you even talk to Kanye about anything artistically? And Drake got Kanye to stoop to his level essentially. So in my book, Drake, you won.
KB, did you give your opinion? Your take?
Nah.
Go ahead.
This album was cheeks. Sorry, bro. The two songs I was expecting to really bang to, like, was the Future joint. Like, Drake and Future combo has really not letting me down until this album. And the fact that there's 2 tracks with Future on it, yeah, man, that's disrespectful. The shit. What was the other joint? The only thing I did like was that 21 Savage joint. Other than that, and Kid Cudi song, that was hella depressing, bro. Like, I was like, oh shit, Kid Cudi. Like, son, Kid Cudi is probably hands down top 5 favorite artists all time. That was real shit. We want to go to Cudi, we go to Cudi. But nah, man, that joint disappointed me. I was talking to Mac earlier, and we was like, yeah, them hmms in there, you know, those magical healing hmms. That shit was cheeks.
Barely.
That was some Reggie. That was a Reggie Like, it did not get me there at all.
That was a Reggie
Reggie,
10% THC.
All right.
Bruh, it's that.
This is Reggie though.
Stoopy McNoopy says, how is this even a competition? They on 2 different genres. And Dre in the chat says, name the Drake songs I like on the album, I dare you. It is a competition because they literally chose 5 days within each other to drop an album. There are 365 days in a year. You did not have to drop the album the same time another person dropped the album unless you wanted people to talk about y'all in a competitive sense. They wanted
animated cartoons made about this.
They drop an album in the same week. That means you have to actually know somebody's about to drop and then drop.
Yeah, like I said, Drake dropped right on top of him.
The pettiest billionaires I've ever met in my life. Like,
stole all that Donda press is now CL. You know what I'm saying? CLB press. Like, he just like I'm saying, the marketing war, he swooped him, dog. Like, there's no way around it. Like,
I love this comment. The most pettiest billionaires I've ever seen in my life, because that fits this with poetic justice. Like, this is literally like Richard Branson trying to get into space, and then Jeff Bezos going, "Well, I can go to space on a Tuesday."
Dre in the chat says, hums, I blame Kanye for that. He said he waited for Drake to drop. That's crazy. KB.
Yes, sir.
You ready to go down the list? Let's see how many Drake songs we like.
Ain't gonna be a lot. Yeah, let's do it. So number 1, Champagne Poetry.
Quality.
Banger. I like it.
Some of the best lyricism.
I like that. Number 2 is gonna be Poppy's Home.
Quality.
Pause.
Quality.
Nicki didn't even have to rap. I appreciated her presence.
She didn't.
Yeah, I'm not a Nicki fan, so her not rapping is actually a plus for me. I'll take that.
I see what you did.
Number 3 is Girls Want Girls.
Trash.
Yeah, throw that out.
Ooh. 2 for 3. I mean,
Number 4.
I'm out. Yeah, I'm out on that.
We know what that song was about. We know what Little Baby was there for. It like the record label said he needed to make it. That's how I feel about that song.
Ooh, Dre in the chat says he passing on champagne poetry. Dre, come on. Just because you do poetry, don't he barking up his tree.
I'm sorry, bro. My man got on his Chandra's Rose with that one. He can't. We can never get. Let's just keep going.
Yeah.
All right. 4 in the Bible.
Quality beat.
Damn.
Quality beat, lackluster song. I'm tossing it.
Didn't need Lil Durk. I appreciate it. Give you.
It's definitely getting tossed. But 5, Love All.
Jay-Z is dumbing down his lyrics, and I kind of appreciate it. That's how I feel.
I'm good. I'm tossing it down.
No.
Hold on. Can we pause that real quick? Go ahead and explain that, Bubba. What?
Yo, Jay-Z, let's be real. Jay-Z's been rapping for, at this point, like 3 millennia. So at this point, he's finally stooping to the level of, I think Jay-Z literally just stooped to the level of Drake's audience, because we all know Drake's audience is really prepubescent white girls. Let's be real. That's why he's a millionaire. Jay-Z knows, and I've noticed this myself, because you listen to Jay-Z's verses on Kanye's album, it's like the lyrical ability is up here with the double entendres. Like Jay-Z's known for the triples. Oh, over here on Drake's, it's like, yo, I'm just gonna talk and rhyme. But I also appreciate it because sometimes Jay-Z gets in weird lyrical zones that are just like, bro, what are you even talking about? Like you're also a billionaire. Like I can't even relate to that.
You're also a billionaire. Stupid Man Noopy in the chat says, way too sexy, commercial greatness. Dre in the chat says, pass on Poppy's Home. Pass on Girls Wants Girls. Nick in the chat says, the Drake Jones not bad. Dre in the chat says, in the Bible pass. And Love All decent. Fair Trade was fire. We didn't get that far yet. Stop jumping ahead. KB.
They ready.
They are. Because, that's the next track, man. Fair Trade. Travis Scott. Yo.
That's a banger.
Great concept.
That's definitely a banger.
Good song. I didn't like Drake's verse.
I don't remember. I just wrote in my notes banger when I was listening to
it. He wrote them down. Wow.
Oh, my notes are very explicit about this.
Hey, Wayne, we're going to hold that question to the end, Wayne. We're going to hold that question to the end. That's a good question. Next song?
Way Too Sexy. Oh, my God.
No.
Okay. I'm keeping it because this serves its purpose as like a lead-off commercial hit. I see you drop the video for that first and stuff like that. I think it serves its purpose for the album.
This is why I fuck with CJ, because I feel the exact same way. I hated the song, but it was great. Like this song really feels like it will be on commercials.
It's going to Drake. It's going to Drake. The song is going
exactly
to Drake. It's going to Drake. It's going to Drake.
It was a funny song.
Nick?
Yeah. All right, TSU.
Typical Drake. Yes.
It's awesome.
Banger. Keep it.
I'm Kobe in that. I'm Frisbee in that in the trash can.
In Too Deep? No.
In Too Deep was definitely worse than Way Too Sexy. And Way Too Sexy wasn't even supposed to be a good song. Yeah.
It's a target.
That's supposed to be a whole parody type song. And In Too Deep,
Target can't wait to take that shit and put their white kids in the video.
That Drake's gonna be on Kid Pop, bro.
Yeah, bro. Way Too Sexy should have the clown emoji.
No bullshit.
He probably owns emojis now.
It should have all the baby mamas on the album cover and one clown emoji for that shit.
Yo, for real. That should be the single art. You're a genius.
Yeah, that should be a single track cover. Anyway, continuing on. 10 is Pipe Down.
I didn't expect to like it. It was quality.
I don't remember that one.
I don't either.
Trash it
It's
anyway.
because it sounded like typical Drake, probably. So yeah, go ahead and toss it.
It is one of the typical Drake tracks. Yeah, it's
Well,
tossing. I see the fact that no one remembers it. I think it's tossing.
I
Damn.
feel like I'm too impressionable because I definitely do.
Stupid McNoopy in the chat says the Too Sexy song is trash, but it has commercial value. And he says you got a Kobe TSU in the trash. Damn, niggas like TSU. Woo!
Yeah. I kind of have to agree with that.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
11, Yeba's Heartbreak. Yeah.
Chef's kiss.
Chef's Kiss?
Yeah, quality.
Wow. I wouldn't say all that. I mean, I keep it, but
I mean, I'm also a sucker for Yep. It's like George's interview all over again.
all right. You got it, bro. What we on? 12. No friends in the industry.
Fire.
It's keepable, but like it ain't as hot as when I first heard it. I was like, oh yeah. And then I like listened to it again. I was like,
Yeah, I just really like the context, but the song, once again, song always executed pretty well. It's Drake's camp, but I really just like the context. I like the idea of what he was talking about, what he did with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is a good stretch of the album. I think these next three are pretty solid.
All right. What we got? 13, Knife Talk. There it is. That's a key.
Yeah, we keeping that.
Pretty good.
That needs that whole ideal with the emojis. There needs to be, a fire joint for that one. That needs to be a single. I'm sorry. I think that's the best song on the album.
Yeah, it could be.
I'm there.
Oh yeah, that's the Project Pat Jump. I listened to the album straight through. I didn't read any titles or anything. I just listened to it.
What's the chat saying so far?
The chat says, Dre in chat says, Into Deep production was great but wasted. Yeva sounds great but doesn't belong here. Knife Talk fire excluding Drake. Excluding Drake off his own album. Jesus!
Seems to be a theme where it's like, that song's hot if you take Drake off of it, but it's Drake's album though. Like,
Jesus!
That meant the takeoff treatment.
I should make that a top 10 list. That would be a good top 10 list. Rappers who got outperformed on their own album.
Oh, Big Sean would be at the top.
Woo! Damn.
We already know what Control did.
Hot.
That's the first thing I'm thinking about.
Big Sean is that. Yep. We don't even need a list no more. Number one is Big Sean. So we gotta go off. What we on? 14.
Yeah.
7 a.m. on Bridal Path.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's some old school. That's the Gentleman's diss track right there. I think.
Yeah.
15, Race My Mind.
Ass.
No, throw that out.
Is that the one he was off beat on purpose?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, he tried. He kept trying to jump in the pocket. I was like, oh,
I thought he was Soap the Shocker or something. Nah, I'm good with that.
Tried to. There's some people, how you attack the beat or you ride the beat. He tried to.
The only rapper I will ever allow to rap off beat is Ghostface. He ain't Ghostface.
Yeah, give me a little E40. Just give me his. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to pull that off though.
All right. The chat says, Dre in the chat says, Knife Talk, fire excluding Drake. Stupid Magnificent says, Knife Talk is the best song. Dre in the chat says, I hate when Drake tries to be a thug. Nick in the chat says, sheesh and damn. Dre in the chat says, 7 a.m. on Bridal Path was boring. Race My Mind was a waste of a Rick James flip, bruh. Trash.
Woo.
Sheesh.
Woo. Jesus.
All right, what's next? God damn.
16 is Fountains.
Fountains? I barely remember that one.
I don't remember it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even gonna hold you, dog. Like for me, you could throw the rest of this out, except for like fucking fans is pretty good at the end. But the rest of these, I'm probably chopping off. This is where similar to Kanye's album. There's like a point where I get to it where it's just like, all right, dog. Some of this
Which
is
one of
fluff
the
now. Like,
which one of the Jones he's talking about? I like your girl better.
Get along better. Yeah, get along better.
I like that one. That's a banger. I don't even know what that is on the jump, but
17.
Oh, that's kill.
That's what I'm not liking right now is artists that I like are making me like Ty Dolla $ign. Didn't want to like Ty Dolla $ign. I'm not trying to.
Whoa, hold on. Hey, we'll get to that later. Let me get your track. Let me get your chat.
All
right. Race My Mind was a waste of it. Okay, Fountains was a hard pass. Nick in the chat said, Dre, do you like anything on this? Apparently not. Stupid McNewbie says he might have buried Cuddy career with IMY2.
Jesus.
Oh, calm down.
No, I agree, bro. I agree. Thank you, Matt.
What is IMY2?
The joint with Cuddy with that Reggie ass.
Dre in the chat also says get along better. Waste of Ty Dolla $ign feature. You Only Live Twice was fire. Is that the whole album? We on 17. We not done yet. He has 26 of these motherfuckers.
21.
Fuck. All right, how many? Let's go.
What we said? We already said get along better. That's 17. 18 is You Only Live Twice.
19, You Only Live Twice. Are we still going? Oh yeah. So number one, it's also still really creepy that Drake had 21 songs on this because this is when he waits for women to drink to be a predator on them.
Oh my God.
Hey, yo, Georgia, I'm never going to forget that he made a song called Jaded and Fire and Desires. I'll never forget that.
Listen, Jaded is the best Drake song I've ever heard in my life. That's just my opinion. That's just me. It's just
I have questions about that.
Keep going. Just let it go.
But You Only Live Twice. You worry me right now. You Only Live Twice is easily the best beat on this entire album. I'm a huge Just Blaze fan. I'm angry that Drake keeps calling Rick Ross Mr. Mid Rapper. Like his whole claim to fame is that he's just a boss. And he says boss shit. He is not lyrical. You get a Just Blaze beat and you don't tear the thing up. Lil Wayne literally was just spitting every word that he could at a pace that he doesn't even usually do it. I was mad about that song. Well, I was mad. You get a Just Blaze. I didn't even need to know that Just Blaze was credited. I knew it was Just Blaze beat.
Well, Bubba, that's what we said earlier, right? That is a part of the Drake party pack. The Ross and Drake tandem with the hard drums and the like he's
ever
always
since Lord
do
knows.
that. He's done that. He's trying to do. That's why I said earlier. He's keep trying to remake the same song or try to outdo him. You're not going to outdo Lord knows. That's a classic already, and you can't keep popping out with the same song over and over and over again.
Yeah, right. I agree. Yeah, you got it right there.
Stupid McNewbie says, just put the rest of the mass grave, no headstone. Dre in the chat says, actually like IMY2, but solely for Cuddy. The last two tracks are hot, skippable.
Solely for Cuddy
and pass.
Solely for Cuddy.
Taking him off his own album. Jesus.
Just trash the entire song, throw it like in a trash can, light it on fire, then do that little scene from Family Guy where fucking Brian and Stewie beat it with a bat. Like,
that's from Office.
No, son. It is from Office, but that's
the Office Space.
I'm sorry.
All right.
I ain't hear you.
I'm trying to find Wayne's topic. Okay, where does Kanye and Drake rank on your guys' all-time list? All time.
Like everything they've done musically, or are we talking about just albums?
I mean, they both have like 10 albums apiece now. That's enough to judge off of. Probably.
Well, Kanye.
It's still Kanye. Kanye has made better music for me in my entire life than Drake has ever made. His best album for me has easily been Nothing Was the Same. Before that, it was Take Care. Everything else, including, if you're reading this too late, well, not that one, including Scorpion, More Life, and all that, been trash to me. Kanye has 5 albums that I love.
Yeah, that's not even a question for me.
I
Like,
agree.
we're measuring the legacy of Kanye versus Drake, then musically, this is not a competition. If you're talking about, commercially, or like, then that might be a different conversation. But if we're talking about whose albums are better, or whose music is better, that's just not close.
Well, he said where they at on an all-time list.
Yeah, it depends on what that list is. But
Yeah.
if I'm talking about whose music is better, that shit is not that close to me, honestly. Even though it's gotten a lot closer in recent years as Kanye is, since Pablo. I'm talking pre-Pablo to everything Drake has done in his life since he's been in like Pop Warner football. Like that's.
Let me ask y'all this: do y'all think 40 is on a level of Ye as far as producing yet?
Wait, ask that again.
Do you think 40 is on the level of producing as Ye?
No.
I mean, Kanye has genius production ideas. This is just getting like sloppy in recent years with whatever's going on in his camp and his mental state, and like the production aspect of these albums of like them being late and rushed or recorded in stadiums and shit or whatever the fuck is going on. But like in terms of the ideas though, like Kanye beat ideas are still genius. Like it's just the application of it.
Mm-hmm.
Kanye has been able to literally like conduct an entire choir and write songs and redo the chorus and key of entire choir level songs. Like being a church baby, I know like a musician, like the conductor, like that's the reason why the conductor is the conductor, is because he's going through each note and moving them and playing them on the piano to see if those chords are matching in the same way before he can get certain people to even sing them, right? Like 40 is just a guy who knows how to use a low pass filter. Ostensibly, like I can learn how to do what 40 does by going onto YouTube and going how to make a Drake beat.
Shit, if that's the case, hey, I could put that shit in my Amazon cart right now, and I'll learn how to do it.
Hey, you see what I'm saying? This is why 40, like, I appreciate your question, Hook, but like 40, like when I look at like what Kanye does to his beats and what 40 does, like 40's claim to fame is a underwater effect and a low pass filter. It sounds so good because the dynamics of sound make it so when you have a full thing, a full dynamic range, it sounds good. Why? Drake is high pitched like a chipmunk. End of story.
All right, let's hit the chat. Dre in the chat says Wayne murdered his track. Drake definitely could keep up, but still did okay. But how is this better than Donda? Again, though, Stoopy McNoopy says it's like Kanye threw Cuddy Drake's way so he could bury his career. Dre in the chat says Kanye close to the top, Drake somewhere mid tier. Stoopy McNoopy says Kanye overrated as hell. Dre says everything was the same since nothing was the same. Stoopy McNoopy says he's not even top 3 in his generation. Nick says production wise, Ye is definitely a legend. Dre says Ye is way better at producing, song structure, bringing the best out of its features, and at creating transcendent music. Bob Saget says disrespect. I loved you in Full House, Bob Saget. And Andre says 40 and Burna Boy are meant to be. Damn, that hurt. That hurt. KB.
Yes, sir.
What else we got?
As far as the list, or what we talking about?
Yeah, I mean, we shitted on both of those. I mean,
yeah, that's kind of done with. Oh,
yo,
Lil Nas X, Boozy.
What did Uzi do?
You terrible, bro. Hey, Frank wanted y'all to know that if you say Lil Nas X 3 times in the mirror, Lil Boozy Boozy gonna appear. Anyway.
It's just like one of those situations where it's just like, this is just weird that you care so much, bro. Like Boosie about this one thing, like this keeps him up at night, bro. Like his fist is shaking with rage about whatever Lil Nas X does, and it just seems weird how invested he seems to be in this.
Him and his failing kidneys.
All right, so basically, Lil Nas X took some pregnancy photos, maternity pictures, and does what he does. He trolls the internet, and he gets hella publicity off of that, man. Like Boozy is over here sweating, bro. He said, and this is from Twitter, Nas X, what the fuck? You just don't stop. Angry emoji.
You just don't stop.
I think he's going to turn around and suck one of his background dancers' dick on national TV. Dog.
Jesus.
Hashtag protect yours. Hashtag God turning over in his grave. God.
Is God dead? Like, wait a minute. What? God
Dre
is
in
turning
the
over in
chat
his grave?
says Boosie cares too much about gay people and their antics. I concur. Let him
I feel
live,
like,
bro.
I'm sorry, like, I don't know anything about Boosie, but whenever someone straight is that invested in the issues of gay people, it makes me really suspect. Because it always goes back to like those Republican politicians who are like, I hate gay people. They do anti-gay bills, and then they're found sucking dick in the bathroom of an Arby's or something, or like at the airport trying to jack someone off or something. Like it always ends up being that, and it's always the most anti-gay person, like the person who is obsessed with like, no, they're ruining the culture. They're trying to corrupt our kids. Like, and that looks pretty cool. I mean, not really, but like, it's like it seems weird. I'm not. It's hilarious as hell though. Like I believe that Little Nas X should keep the trolling going, and like
Yes.
I saw the tweet where someone's like he should do like Mariah Carey and do a whole music video with a Boosie look alike and just be doing wild shit.
That would be funny. I'd watch it.
Man,
he is a
Boosie
top
will
tier
have a heart
troll.
attack.
Dre. He is a top tier troll. Yeah, I like it. I like Lil Nas X. Get that money, bro. All right. KB.
Yes, sir.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
If somebody was to come to you and be like, KB, for a nominal fee, right? Any amount of money you want. Just have to be realistic. You just have to be realistic.
It's about to be gay, ain't it?
No. We support LGBT. We support that. We love everybody. But how much would you charge to do a crate challenge?
To do a what?
A crate challenge.
For me to do it?
Well, I was asking KB.
Oh, for me to do it?
Yeah.
What the hell? What's reasonable? Because, hey, man, people out here breaking arms.
Yeah, I saw that.
Ruptured lungs. What are we talking here, man? Give me a ballpark.
Would you do it for $100? No.
Nah.
I'm broke. I'll do that shit for 100. Like, fuck it.
Nah.
I'm light. I'm agile.
I need at least like 4.
Would you do it though? Like, would you do it?
If I failed, would I get this 400?
Oh yeah, you got to pay the hospital bills, I guess.
Hey, then I'm all in. You know what I'm saying? If I failed this crate challenge, hey, I still came out with 400. Hopefully, I ain't break nothing. I do it.
Yeah, I can tell you right now. I would not listen to all of Donda again. Sorry, I think I'm doing this incorrectly. You could not pay me enough to do the crate challenge or listen to Donda all over. Like they're right there on the same level with me. Like, oh yeah, do the crate challenge or listen to all of Donda again. I might do the crate challenge.
I don't know. You give me enough money, I'll do the crate challenge while rapping a verse off Donda. Like, I mean,
it has to be
word for word.
It has to be jail. Say what you want, CJ. Say what you want. Say what you. All right. Dre in the chat says little Nas should get a Boosie fade. Stupid he has a lot of characters. I'm not going to do that. Mac. He also says he has 150 on KB. And Dre says, I'll do the crate challenge for $1 million. $1 million.
Yeah, that's okay. Because I was gonna ask also, is this like y'all really asking me to do this? Because hey,
No,
y'all
Tavy,
starting
please
for
don't.
Hundo.
Please,
I'm
please.
serious, man. Desperate times come for desperate methods. But I ain't
Tavy,
going too
I
far,
will pay you not to
It's
do
fine.
that. Whatever they do, I will pay you not to. Like, please do not do it.
All right.
Yeah, $400.
Trick Daddy.
Jesus.
If you haven't seen the most recent Drink Champs, Trick Daddy, he likes going to Ruby Tuesdays for the tossed salads that they have, the assortment of tossed salads that they have at Ruby Tuesdays with all the condiments and the Caesar salad and ranch dressing and all the condiments that one would have. We're not here to kink shame. I just think it's funny.
Yeah, you saw that from me. Yeah, like I don't kink shame, but I won't pretend that it's not hilarious. Like the fact that information is in the world, and I now have a mental picture, unfortunately, of Trick Daddy being like spread eagle upside down.
Oh, come on. All right.
Now,
I didn't even see this episode.
Now, best joke win. Go.
I ain't got none, bro. I ain't got no comment, sir.
Is this not the joke?
I don't want to
mean,
be too explicit because I can't. Like, it's just.
I mean, his name is Trick Daddy.
Hey, with a name like that.
Right?
Yeah.
Trick Daddy is not for the kids anymore. That's all I'm gonna say.
I don't think he ever.
I was gonna say, was he ever?
All right, everybody. I guess we're done. Let's see what the chat says. Stupid McNoopy says he already got a bad back. I think he's talking about Trick Daddy. Oh Lord. Dre in the chat says, live your life, Trick. Live your life. Like I said, we're not here to kink shame. It's just funny. All right. I think that's everything. We've done enough work tonight. We've done enough work for tonight. Now, everybody, thank you for joining us on a new episode of Smokin' FIYA. Like I said before we started, go subscribe to the YouTube channel and go leave a review on the Apple podcast that we have and follow us on all our social medias for LK to God, for Sith Lord, for Wayne, for Will, for Bubba, for CJ. Thank you for joining us. What? What did you say?
I have no socials. You brought up me, and I was like, I have no socials.
Well, yeah, follow the gang on.
This man's in the dark web.
Follow these guys in the Matrix. They're right.
He's in the Matrix. Gang.
Hey,